Huh? You said it straight? Ball head, ball head, ball head, ball. Ball head, ball head, ball head, ball head, ball head. You can slide it down, push it back a little bit. Push it, whatever, towards the way like you usually be having, just to back out a little bit. Yeah, that's straight. You hit that jump? I ain't gonna lie. I gotta start this episode off. I kind of feel like I need to apologize to Shannon Sharp, and the reason why I say I gotta apologize to Shannon Sharp because Cam Newton, I don't know what you got going on right now, but I spoke so highly of you when it came to just like interviewing, and I don't know if like right now you kind of feel like you just milking it or throwing it in. Like I'm kind of confused at this point. Like it's because I don't know how you get an interview with Lady London. Because let's be clear, I defended you last week because I feel like a lot of people was just jumping the gun crazy with the Natalie Nunn thing. But I kind of knew that it was probably gonna be a bad interview when I seen you had a Lady London interview and it was only 50 minutes. Like and I'm one of those people who realistically, if I'm honest, I judge like podcasts and interviews where it's like 50 minutes on the Breakfast Club is cool because it's not a podcast, it's an interview. But when you're doing a jump where I done seen you interview people that you had no business interviewing for 2-3 hours, and you got somebody who can talk very well educated, the conversation can go extremely deep. And you kind of go surface level, that let me know one, that you didn't do your homework for real. You just went off of straight looks. And I can prove that point off of just this first little clip that I'm gonna play of Cam Newton asking Lady London who were some artists that give her inspiration.
Who are you fans of? Like you even breaking down freestyle, I was like, oh dang, yeah, you may be right. I just thought it was like, yo, no pad, no pencils, just go.
Nah.
But with your richness of expression, do you hold that contempt to people you listen to?
No, I don't. Not everybody's strong point is that, but there are people that is. So some inspirations that you asked for me, I love dating all the way back to Slick Rick. His ability to paint vivid imagery with his storytelling was way ahead of his time. So I would say Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, Jay-Z, Big L, Jadakiss, Lauryn Hill, Aaliyah, Quincy Jones, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. Yeah.
What about, or is that a message in its own right?
Well, I think you asked for my inspirations. I'm inspired by the people that came before me, not the people that sit beside me.
But if you were really listening to the question, I said, who do you enjoy listening to today?
I think you said who was I a fan of?
Who are you fans of?
But I don't know. I could have misunderstood.
You probably was right.
Okay.
My intentions was trying.
It's okay. I saw the bait, but yeah.
Bait?
Yeah, it's what you put at the end of a fishing rod to grab fish and reel them in.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, you just tried to bait me into giving you the answer to a question you didn't ask.
Say less.
I like the pink, Cam. I think it's doing it. Like it works for me.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm glad you chose that.
Who are you fans?
Like, dog, there's no way. And I guess what I'm saying. I get like if you somebody you kind of almost stereotyping and putting Lady London in a box. If you're just going off of just her aesthetics, how she look, how she presents herself via social media. If you kind of not catching the freestyles or when she do the poetry or stuff like that, if you just kind of just off of just looks and just not really paying attention to the depth of like just how she give it up via social media or how she's ever gave it up previous interviews, or if you actually just took time to meet. And I think that is like for somebody like Cam Newton, like right now, if you feel like you're just too busy with sports and football, getting your takes, watching the game so you can give elite breakdowns, you should probably just chill on the interviews for a minute. Like nobody's going, I wouldn't kill you or think that you can't compete with like Shannon Sharp, and maybe you just can't. Maybe Shannon Sharp team is just a little bit deeper. I don't necessarily know, because there's no way in the hell that you interview Lady London and you thought that she was about to sit here and say, oh, she's fans of Cardi B, Lotto, all of the, or Nicki Minaj, or any of these, because you couldn't never listen to her music and think that. Like if you listen to her music or listen to her interviews, like she's heavy on the, hey, I went to Howard, like that's like she's in that bag. And again, when I talked about her a couple of months ago, when she did a open like a poetry joint here in the DMV area, was basically in DC. there's no way in the world you thought you was getting a different answer from her. But that kind of just showed me like you wasn't prepared to do the interview. So like realistically, that smoke that people was trying to give you and sit here and say, oh, Natalie, nothing like, nah, it just took a week. They was wrong last week, but this week they correct. And I don't know what, I mean, again, I think maybe just because people's point, I do think realistically, and I know why people probably don't like Cam Newton. If I think it's time for people to be honest, y'all like love. You want to get married, you want the family dynamic. And the reason why Cam Newton turns so many people off, because he's anti that. He sit here, bring a bunch of kids in the world. He's not looking to get married. You don't like the way he can give it up on a relationship. And I think realistically, if y'all keep it a bean and say, hey, I'm looking for people who are pushing black love and pushing getting married and pushing healthy families, I think we can all justify like, all right, well, cool, just pack them up. There ain't no purpose even paying them no attention no more. But I think because people don't want to be honest and say that's the reason why, because I've kept like, damn, why y'all be like running to the gun to kind of wait for Cam to kind of like fumble around with these interviews, because it's like, but then I had to think about, I'm like, all right, let's just be real. People just really like love, and people really just feel like Cam Newton just out here playing in people's face, and they just tired of looking at him playing people's face. But again, like, I just can't believe that you call it, like Lady London is a great conversationalist. And again, a matter of fact, and that's sometimes why I told y'all just kind of a sidebar on why I sit here and said I was just tired of even with Joe Budden and then when they was doing the sleeper pick, shout outs to Maul, because Maul like this, and that's how long ago he kind of been put people on to Lady London, because he was still on the show at that time when he gave her, even when she eventually got on the show and did an interview with them, she even shouted Maul out like, yeah, I know that y'all got beef, he ain't on here no more, but Maul kept bringing me up on the show. And so again, like I said, shout outs to him. I do think sometimes people just like, I don't know what the hell Cam Newton got going on right now. He is tripping, because that one, it was like, bro, that interview was bad. I knew it was bad when I seen him say 50 minutes. I'm like, bro, how you interview Lady London for 50 minutes and you interview Natalie?
B. Simone or somebody?
Yeah, she did a great job with B. Simone. Like, that's why I'm saying she's a great interviewer. Like, she can carry, like, if you can carry a half decent conversation, you can easily get an hour and some change out of Lady London. When I seen it say 50 minutes, and I'm like, come on, dog.
How would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, of course.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, heavy on the N, because
there's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's your word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
Nclecta.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stands for?
Niggatry. Am I right? Okay. Respectfully.
You see where I was going. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
I know there's a new word. We got to hit up Webster.
No, we ain't got to hit up nobody.
Oxford, nobody.
Why would we do that? Do they relate to us?
I'm pretty big on words. It's kind of how I make my money, but I don't know. How would you describe?
Like you,
but I think that's probably why this shit got cut short. Look at how she reading his ass for filth. Like,
but if you would have did your homework, you would have knew not to just come in there and play with her. Like, that just, to me, just like you thought. But I'm telling you, I know what he looked at her like, oh, this is a super pretty Instagram girl. She ain't got a crazy big, like, of course, Lady London doesn't have no crazy big hit record. So if you go look on her social media and see how much engagement she got, in your mind, if you never took time to go watch an interview or listen to the music, I know what he was thinking. In his brain, he was thinking, oh, she's just an Instagram baddie, whatever the case may be. So you thought you was going to play with her. No, she's extremely educated and well-spoken. And if you read the comments on any of her interviews, that's all people say. Anytime she posts a freestyle or anything, dog, you see people to say, oh my gosh, she's so underrated, she's so educated, she's so well-spoken, her voice is so calm. And so to me, like, man, dog, maybe I'm just a super Lady London fan, so that just for me kind of just was like, all right, dog, like, just like, you got to pack this shit up now. Like, there ain't no, like, man, what was one more jump that she kind of went crazy? Man, let me see, hold on, it was this last jump. It was one more I think she did, and I just seen it. Damn, I know I just seen the jump. Where the hell did I see it? I want to say, I know I seen it. It was Lady London on, and it was, I thought I sent the jump. Oh, here we go.
Are you sensitive?
No, that's
extreme.
Oh, man.
Well, how would you describe your style in one word?
I'm blown. I could have sworn I thought I just saved it. I don't know how I didn't save.
Connected with or intimate with, has either appreciated or understood me, but never both.
I'm pissed that I ain't. It was she had another John. I'm mad. I definitely thought I sent it to myself. I must have just didn't send it to myself. I definitely seen another one where she was asking him about his his sign. Oh my gosh, she went so crazy. Again, like I said, shout out to Lady London. I ain't gonna keep sitting here playing too many more of them jokes, but I do want to give Lady London a lot of credit. A huge shout out to Lady London. Did you get a chance to watch His and Hers on Netflix?
Went to sleep on that shit.
Ah, man, shout out to that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Netflix is one. Damn, Netflix be getting it right. I'm not gonna lie to you. Netflix be having, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. They batting at 100. First Joan coming out the gate with on the New Year Eve. I do kind of want, of course, I gotta play my lady because if after she snapped it, I always go watch it. But then I absolutely went through the whole series and like, no, she never missed. Like if she snapped something at this point, and of course I'm talking about the neighborhood. The weekend watch? If she snapped it, I'm gonna run to it and go watch it. Where we go. And of course, I'm not going to do no spoilers. I know everybody may have not seen it yet.
Yes. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. His and Hers on Netflix. No spoilers. This is a safe space. When I say we want a great binge-worthy show, this is what we mean. Give me an opening scene that grabs my attention before the credits even come on, a cast that's casting, a storyline that is full of drama, mystery, edge of your seat twists, and turns. Each episode ending on a cliffhanger that had me hitting the next episode button before Netflix could. My detective hat is on, trying to figure out what's what, who's who, and even though it might seem obvious what the answer will be, it's not. My phone is down, my attention is all the way locked in and down to the last second of the final episode. Oh my gosh, jaw on the floor. That is the recipe for series perfection. 6 episodes, and I didn't need any more because it was just started perfectly, told and ended in just the right way. Definitely go hit play. And now I'm going to read the book because I have that and I need to see how it compares. Yes.
Again, like I said, man, shout out to His and Hers. Netflix, again, they continuously just keep, man. And I'm not gonna lie, of course, January 16th, the John, what is it called? Is it called The Rip? Whatever, the movie with Tiana Taylor in. It come out on Netflix January. Yeah, that's the one with Tiana Taylor. Yeah, it come out January 16th. It is on Netflix. Tiana Taylor is starring in this one. And shout out to Tiana Taylor. She just won her first Golden Globe. This is her first time actually even being nominated. So again, shout out to Tiana Taylor. That's a huge look for Tiana Taylor. Just because really, and the crazy thing is, you got to think about how many awards musically did Tiana Taylor have never got the opportunity to win, especially big awards like this. Like this is a big award. This is a huge award, especially for still a very new actor. Like you got to think about it. Like realistically, Tiana Taylor maybe, well, I'm gonna say probably like the last 2 or 3 years, really trying like putting her foot down into like acting and kind of making herself become like almost a household name. So again, man, shout out to Tiana Taylor.
Monica,
Sorry?
I found a body.
I know.
Let me take it as a field reporter.
Field reporter? I mean, reinvention is one thing, Anna, but that's a little far.
I was born in Dahlonega
News to me.
and raised there. I know the people, they'll talk to me.
About what? It's one body. We get that every day.
In Atlanta, not in small town America, and not when that body is a murdered white woman.
Well, you don't know it was a murder. And how do you know she was white?
In Dahlonega, trust me, Jim, she's white. Dahlonega.
Again, like I said, man, His and Hers, and I don't want to do no spoilers, but again, if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. To the very end. That last episode, like the Joe was already, it was already good money to me. But the ending, that very last episode took that shit too. I'm talking about if this was like crack and that shit was like kind of hitting, that shit took that joke to one of them knock you out, goddamn turn you into Pookie and the goddamn crack house type of jokes at that last episode. I swear to God, the way that joke end, man, Jesus Christ, Netflix. I don't know who the director is. Shout out to the young lady that played in Creed. Man, oh damn, that was a good joke. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, I'm not gonna do no spoilers. I understand that some people may not got a chance to watch it yet, but I swear to God, I want to do spoilers. Man, goddamn, that was a good joke. So again, like I said, we can talk about it next week. Again, please watch Rip because I'm not about to sit here like y'all got to come on though. A lot of y'all got more free time than me, so we got to you got to get it in order. Watch Rip, watch His and Hers, so we can talk about both of them next week. But again, like I said, shout out to His and Hers, shout out to Netflix already coming out the gate batting at 100. I do want to have kind of not even kind of a huge grown adult conversation. And I even named this episode, does PG County deserve gentrification? So I seen this clip of this young lady and I'm not gonna lie to you, it kind of almost made me be like, damn, am I really getting old? Because I think that word, when you hear that word and you've heard it, or if you live in it, man, I'm sure even if you live in the DMV area, you kind of got to see it firsthand with DC, especially if you are I mean, if you're 30 and over, probably realistically 35 and older, you got to actually get to experience some of DC when it was still Chocolate City. And then you probably realistically, the older you get, you kind of really get to see the gentrification version of Washington, DC. But in PG County now, if you are paying attention, you can kind of see just even when they started with just changing how they had like some of the stores or some of the restaurants attached to Iverson Mall, some things like that. But to what I heard this young lady play this clip, and what kind of made me off the rip kind of was just like, it was a red flag when she was like, we need recreation centers. And I was like, so I sent it to a homegirl of mine, and a homegirl of mine, she like heavy into real estate. That's just what she do. Like she deal with apartment complexes and all of that on just like her regular career, everyday life. So I sent it to her, and I'm like, tell me what you think, because I was so like watching that video, I kind of got so mad and almost like maybe I'm getting too old, because there's no like in my mind, and maybe because I just working, I'm all up and down the whole entire DMV. So you kind of get a different appreciation for some of those, and I even use it just off of LA Fitness. I appreciate the gyms where there's more white people in there because the way they keep up with the gyms. I'm sorry, dog. So it's not like I get it, and I'm a extreme super pro black, but I don't think everybody this black brain, and this is not even on some money shit, because it may be some people may complain about gentrifications and it's going to up your rent and this, that, and the third. But I think sometimes even it got to be a mentality thing where it's like, bro, there's no way you can cut on the news or you can see these clips of all this stuff that's going around in the DMV, or especially in PG County right now. Even from what we was talking about last week to even just I'll even play the clip of the older man that was in Watkins Park, bro. My dad go to that gym. Ain't nothing about in my brain after watching that clip and finding out that shit happened to it. Oh, literally right in the back of the fucking gym. There's nothing in my brain to make me be like, oh, like we can cool and we can police ourselves as black people and we can't all grow. So if some of y'all got to get moved out to kind of make the area a little bit safer, dog, I'm old. I'm sorry, dog. This is how I know when I'm old, because when I heard that shit, I was watching her video and I'm like, I don't just do the comment section of people shit because I'm just not a wordsmith in the comment section. But I was ready to lose it because I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like even when she said they need more recs, every rec when I grew up as a kid, I'm 41 years old. All of those recs are still there. Maybe she don't got kids, or your kid or people your kids don't play in rec leagues, but Peppermill still got a rec. Every Joe still got rec centers. They ain't never knocked none of them down. And more kids if your kids are actually into sports and you are a hands-on parent, dog, kids be like taking up AAU, Joe. They making little like it's niggas out here realistically. Shout out to all the coaches who are buying out warehouse spaces and turning it into like just mini basketball training camps. So to see and say like we need more, no, parents need to parent. Parents need to invest in their kids. There's spaces and this stuff to do for your kids. So don't sit here and try to give people a way out like it ain't nothing to do. There's stuff still to do. Now, if people aren't putting their kids into it, that's a different conversation. But I do want to have that conversation. So I'll play her clip. But again, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. That joint definitely got me. I was definitely feeling some type of way. And I made sure I sent it to my homegirl just to be like, am I tripping? And when she kind of was like lost for words, I'm like, okay, cool. Then I know I ain't tripping.
This might have been what got me kicked off the first time, but I need y'all to listen up. I've been watching TikTok today, and there are two stories that have really caught my attention. The first one is the completion of Suitland High School and the commentary that has been surrounding it. I hear a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, Suitland looks so nice. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. It looks like High School Musical 2. I've seen the video of the school, the new school. In addition to that, I keep seeing the broadcast of a news report talking about how Prince George's County is becoming very violent. Okay? They are doing the same thing that they did in DC.
See, and when I'm gonna pause right there, just that part. What they're reporting the news. They're not making up saying it's not. No, you talking about last week? It was like, damn, you talking about before we even what we recorded on the 4th, bro? You talking about from the 1st to the 4th? It was like damn near like 5 or 6 different homicides. What are you talking about? Like that just to me is just like, again, that's why I sit here and say that's what for me personally, the older I get, when you see here again, when you hear the word gentrification, it just seems like, oh, it's supposed to be a red flag, you're supposed to be upset. No, not if niggas think like this and you're just in denial on what you actually seeing and what you live in, or maybe you just don't care about the other people around you. I'm not to the point where I'm sitting here want to feel like I know for even again talking about that gentleman who sit here and killed that 65-year-old man behind the LA Fitness, dog. My dad sit in the car sometimes. Most people, when that's a running joke when people be like, damn, when you about to go to the gym or you leaving the gym and people just sit in their car for like that little 5 or 10 minute span. I don't know what that because that dude that wasn't the only person he shot. He shot 2 or 3 other people after that. So somebody just sitting in their car, just in Walk-ins Park, like man, stop. Like that should be just like sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up.
Georges County. No elected officials are making a stand or putting in place legislation to slow or prevent gentrification. It's happening. It's going to look good. It's going to look like something that you want, something that you have been asking for a really long time. People have been saying, why are we one of the richest counties in Maryland, but we don't look like it? And they've been holding off because the people who would benefit from the improvements are still here.
So just real quick, and I don't want to pause it right there. I think sometimes people, again, when people don't want to be honest with what you see, and I talk about this in the areas, and I try to be a little bit cautious. I understand people who listen. Everybody you live in certain areas for whatever reasons, but I'm not about to act like if I go look on the ground, if I'm in. Man, perfect example. I'm no sorry to whoever live in Forest Creek, but that fucking little shopping center right there in Forest Creek, and y'all know I have a round of applause for me for pulling back and not going to Sylvester's nowhere near as much as I used to. I might go like once a month, if that, at this point. But they got a Sylvester's that you couldn't pay me to sit here and park my car and want to wait for some fucking Sylvester's in that goddamn shopping center. Have you ever, like, there's no way in hell you telling me if I'm somebody, if I run PG County, I want to put stuff up. You think that I want to rebuild Forest Creek or that apartment complex right there, and you talking about literally any given day, especially if the weather nice, it's 50 niggas standing right there. 50. This ain't even no exaggeration. They just hanging right there. I even seen one of the niggas before make a TikTok video, and he's sitting here like it was an undercover out there. He trying to fake chase the undercover out of the jump. I'm like, bro, it's no way. Again, like I said, sometimes I think some of these conversations, if you just like, because you basically sitting here saying like we supposed to be okay with the bullshit. We shouldn't want new shit, and we shouldn't want them to chase out some of the behavior. There's no way in hell you telling me, especially if I'm a single mom, and if I do live in Forest Creek, or if I do live in that apartment complex right across the street, and I'm trying to raise my kid or whatever the case may be, I want my kid to have to sit here and if they can't even run to the Dollar General for real. Like I gotta walk with them, or I gotta drive them over there because it's 50 niggas hanging in the parking lot. And they scatter, and it's a 50 of them like right there by that little stair as soon as the beginning of that little shopping center. It ain't even talking about the other ones that's kind of scattered off a little bit to the side, and they are away from the crowd a little bit. How, like, what does, dog, there's no, again, like I said, I think sometimes when we be having these, we be trying to, like, I can't indirect this conversation. I got to kind of really just point out some of the shit that I see, because she said here, said something about Suitland High School. That ain't nothing but a 6-minute drive from Suitland High School. So yeah, if I upgrade Suitland High School, do I want a couple of white motherfuckers to live into the area and kind of chase some of y'all niggas out? Yes. Me as a black person, yeah, I'm cool with that. I wouldn't give a fuck, dog. Like, we got to stun, man. Y'all be pissing me the fuck off.
Well, now they're making it so that they've restricted access to the things that we want, so that we'll be willing or more willing to accept the things like a new Chipotle, a new Taco Bell, a new Starbucks, when in actuality, what we need are recreation centers, skate parks, and dirt bike fields for the kids. You know, areas where the kids like to do what it is that they want to do.
Real quick, I want to pause this, and I want to shout outs to my brother's fiance, because when my niece wanted to sit here and play flag football, and I'm just tying this into the dirt bike shit, bro. Stop having y'all kids just do shit to just wasting time. Getting on a fucking dirt bike, fuck that dirt bike. We don't need no fucking dirt bike trails. And again, like I said, we already got rec parks. If it ain't some shit that can't, if it's some shit that can't benefit your kid, we don't need this shit. Fuck that dirt bike trail or whatever the fuck she talking about. We don't need it. I'm sorry, dog. We got rec centers. And guess what? Shout outs to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant sit here and continuously helps rebuild that goddamn C Plaza and goddamn recreation center and stuff around it. But again, that's why sometimes I be like, maybe this girl just maybe young and she just kind of like having like a fake, like she feel like she woke moment with. But it's like, bro, go outside. Go outside and actually drive around the whole entire county, dog. Pay attention to what's actually going on. But to see and say, why do we need more rec centers? Are your kids in the rec centers that we already got? Like, show me the rec league videos. Show me your kid playing for Peppermill or Glendale or Bluey or any of these other jobs. We already got recs. They never knocked none of them down. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Why do we need more? Get your kids to play in them jobs first, and then you talking about we need more. What do we need more for?
Probably because more playgrounds and stuff like that.
What you mean?
Like more playgrounds and stuff like that. That's probably
what you need playgrounds for when you see kids outside.
Kids be outside.
That are being chased away from a bouncy house by police in helicopters.
She locked herself in a room and
We need better looking, affordable housing for the people who are here. But that's not what's coming down the pipeline. They about to push motherfuckers they about to push people far out into rural Maryland where it is that they can afford to live and where there is no infrastructure to support said people. I'm not telling y'all nothing. I'm telling y'all that these politicians ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and we're not doing our jobs either because the play is already set and people not seeing it. Yes, it is 3 o'clock in the morning, and that was on my heart.
Yeah, well, you should get it off your heart, dog, because you don't know what you're talking about. And I like, go ahead, man. Y'all got any thoughts on that?
No, I mean,
Am I tripping? Or am I? Cause I could just be getting old. I'm cool with just getting old.
so you saying you cool with the gentrification or whatever she's talking
Yeah,
about?
because I'm again, like I said, just if I'm just going off of gyms, just alone, we just keep it just in gyms because that's the thing with realistically most people you can go experience. Go to a gym where it's just all black people that can go to a gym where it's a little bit more white people. I'm just sorry, bro.
I mean, no, you have it'll be some benefits to that happening, but then it might get to the point where people you can't you personally or us personally can't even afford to live in the area because of the way that things are going up. So then you be forced to move wherever they pushing everybody else out to.
I mean, yeah, but then at the same time, then I guess it will again kind of go to the well. All right, well then maybe we just need to bring back 2 parent households. I mean, not even parent households, 2 relationship households. I don't know, but I'm not about to sit here and say that.
If you want to be completely honest with I know people that they're still married and they both have really good incomes and it's still hard for them because that's just where things are now.
So you saying no gentrification, just fuck it, just
no. I'm just saying like there's a benefit there are benefits because if they're saying PG County is the richest county ever, you can't look at it and tell.
For sure.
And then a friend of mine told me like a friend of hers got a job. I can't remember what they were doing, but out here they paid maybe like $18. But out further, like Salisbury, Maryland, further out, they pay maybe like $30 for it because of the location.
So are you saying it was cheaper or it's more?
No, they're making more money further out.
Oh, okay. The further you go out, okay,
because PG County is probably 9 times out of 10. So it's a black county.
But even with that though, like let's just sit here and say even when you go further out in Maryland with some of those, like let's say if they push you out, you can go further out Maryland, and some of those areas just maybe they way more white, but it may be a little bit. They may not be super fancy, but the areas are just better. I'm just sitting here saying I appreciate gentrification because I'm just sitting here saying, dog, nobody want to sit here. I seen a post up when I sent my homegirl this video. She sent me a Facebook group, John, with it. Niggas like, bro, they put up Royal Farms, but how many people actually feel comfortable enough going to the gas station at night? Like, if you're just being honest, like, how many people right now you listening to the sound of my voice and you can be like, yeah, I'm cool. Unless you just literally about to be on E and you feel like you can't make it to wherever you got to go. How many people are comfortable sitting here saying after 10 o'clock, you cool with going to the gas station?
So if you was in a predominantly white neighborhood, you would
hell yeah, and leave my car running and just hit the lock. Well, like, are we being serious? We can't keep lying.
But you might feel comfortable, but would you do it? Because those are the areas that people like, okay, they're gonna come out in that area anyway, right?
Yes and no, because niggas won't play. Niggas know not to play out Waldorf. I mean, there's a lot of black people that move out Waldorf now, but niggas, because Waldorf has set the tone since you've been a kid, going to my brother's place or Icon or any of those fucking clubs out. Waldorf has already set the tone. Even like niggas know realistically, it's certain areas in the DMV, even if you go out Virginia, you know for a fact the Fairfax County Police be on the same type of bullshit. Greenbelt police be in Waldorf. Like in the DMV, if you seen some of DMV area police, they kind of don't be playing with niggas. Fairfax County police don't play with niggas. Springfield, Virginia police don't play with niggas. Greenbelt and fucking Waldorf. Like niggas know with certain areas not to even play in. Not sitting here saying that bad stuff may not happen out Bowie, but do I feel a little bit more comfortable? Because let's be clear, it's some racist motherfuckers in Crawford. It's some racist ass people out of Annapolis, but do I feel more comfortable with them than some of these just like I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I seen that video or that walking spot and I played a news clip of that, bro, that shit pissed me off so bad. Cause I'm like, oh, that literally could have been my dad. Huh?
When did it happen?
Last Sunday. And like I said, I played the joint.
Was it a dad that was going to church? Wasn't he at like 7 o'clock in the morning or something?
Yeah, it was all the early in the morning on the Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, gentrification has its upsides and it has its downsides.
Like I said, It just be something. I get it. I understand I can't even sit here and say the prices don't necessarily go up because a lot of motherfuckers who be living in some of these nice ass apartments, and if you just probably just got to figure out. I understand some people got too much pride, but a lot of them Jones in DC, you can get on them affordable care apartments because they be having them.
Joints long as hell.
I mean, yeah, the list is long, but if you feel like gentrification coming up, and you feel like you may not be able to afford it,
especially like PG County,
you better get. They do have one in that list, and I want to say that list had like 31,000 people on that joint like ASAP. I thought we talked about that a couple of maybe a month ago, but yeah, again, but I'm like I said, I'm just not me personally, just because I'm out all the time and I pay attention to how the surroundings is, how people just act and maneuver. I hear what y'all saying. Cool. I don't necessarily know what to tell niggas when it comes to the financial part, but I'm just talking about safety. I don't give a fuck if you be homeless and you just but then instead of somebody, I'd rather you be homeless than a nigga just come up here and rob you and kill you. I just don't give a fuck about that part. Like that little finance part, I may not be able to. I don't care about that part. I care about you sitting here and be able to go pump some gas and feel safe. I'd rather you sit here and be able to leave your car. Oh damn, I just was running real quick. I accidentally forgot to lock my car. You don't want to sit here and damn near be having a panic attack because you forgot to lock your car doors. Like, it just be certain neighborhoods you just go in there, bro, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this still going on in 2026? It's still 60. Like, niggas ain't even selling crack no more. And it's still 60 niggas. I'm talking about literally, I don't know when the last time, I'm telling you, listen to me. If you can, and you got time, please just, matter of fact, maybe just wait until the weather break and ride around Forest Creek. Just what to that fucking complex right there, though. Where that BP is right over Pennsylvania Avenue. Niggas know not to even go to that Pennsylvania. No, you think about what you're saying. People know not to go to that gas station. You know how crazy that sound is? That's literally off of a busy ass street, and niggas don't even feel comfortable to stop and go get gas at that BP right there. Like, man, come on, dog. Fuck y'all, nigga. I'm bring the white people. I'm sorry, dog. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck. Even if I gotta be fucking homeless, I'd rather be homeless and sit here and know that I'm safe than sit here and have to worry about, oh my God. So I'm like, dog, this nigga shot a 65-year-old man on a Sunday morning, dog. Like, I can't even believe she even made that video after that shit. And we ain't even talking about the other shit that happened at that party. Man, stop, dog. Y'all crazy as shit. Y'all about to make me sound like fucking Joe Budden in a second. I'm ready about to sit here and say, man, I can't believe, like, I really couldn't believe this. No, this man was 65 years old on a Sunday. Oh, man, where does this clip at?
It's very random, and I just like to think of it as an act of pure evil.
26-year-old DeMonte Marcel Williams lived in a neighborhood right behind where we are, Watkins Park Plaza. Prince George's County police say he's responsible for one murder and shooting and trying to kill 3 other people. Murder victim Joseph Holt III was 65 years old. He was shot and killed while sitting in his car. It was parked behind the LA Fitness here off Watkins Park Drive. That was around 7:30 Sunday morning.
My uncle was a longtime resident of Upper Marlboro, and him, like so many others of that community, feels safe there.
Almost 12 hours later, shots were fired in the neighborhood right behind the shopping plaza. One man was struck in the leg while sitting in his car. A woman was shot in the stomach as she was driving her car. Police say a third person was shot at but was not wounded, also while sitting in his car. This all happening on Darlennon Street and Campbellton Drive, which are just around the corner from the murder scene. DeMonte Williams was arrested a short time later right there in the neighborhood where he also lives. Police say they recovered the murder weapon, which was also used in the other shootings. It's like this one, a micro Draco-style assault rifle, described as similar to an AK-47, but smaller.
Now, according to court documents, DeMonte Williams was convicted of robbery and possession of a regulated firearm back in 2017. He made his first court appearance on these new charges this afternoon and was ordered held without bond.
This is very random.
And again, and you know what's so crazy? Even when we had a gentrification conversation, you know what's crazy, just wild about black people, and especially we just keep it just DMV. Like, we all know how to gentrify ourselves. When you get a couple of dollars, niggas know you go run to Upper Marlboro, you go run to Bowie. You know why? Because you don't want to be by the niggas in Iverson. And again, like I said, I'm not trying to shoot it where people stay at or whatever the case may be. I am from fucking Landover. It's cool. But I'm telling you what first thing niggas do and that's why we sit here and say, oh, Lago, when we was joking last week, when we was talking about what happened to the joke. Because back in the day, if you lived in one of them areas, guess what you felt? Oh, I'm about to move to Lago. I remember when my younger brother moved to Lago and I went to Sula. My mother never wanted to come to visit my shit in Sula because he lived in Lago. Shit, Lago's a better area than Sula. Dog, we gentrify in our own brains. We know what parts of area, when you get a couple dollars and you want to get away from the niggas, you know what areas to move to. But y'all just don't want the white man to come and do it himself and like, nah, we gonna put a bunch of crackers right here, put a bunch of crackers right here. Nah, let them gentrify this shit because deep down inside, we know where the fuck we move. Even the Waldorf, that's why I'm sure people who've been out Waldorf for 20 years, 15 years is mad at all y'all niggas moving out there because they moved out there because they wanted to get away from you niggas. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Like, motherfucker, y'all just don't want the government to do it. You don't want the real estate motherfuckers to do it. But when you can afford to do it, you do it on your own. We do it all the time. This shit I've lived here my whole life. So you ain't about to sit and pull a wool over my eyes. Like, I don't know why motherfuckers be moving places. I understand because I'm a nigga. When you get out, again, we talk about when you sit here and get out with all certain bitches' houses I don't want to go to because where the fuck you live at. So cool. Niggas know that. So again, like I said, if you're not comfortable with gentrification, I don't know what to tell you. I support that shit because it's just, bro, this man was 65 years old on a Sunday, though. One of the biggest churches in PG County is literally walking distance from where this man got killed at on a Sunday. Just think about what we see here saying. He could have literally been getting ready to go to church. No, First Baptist, what is it? First Baptist, what the hell is it? What is it? Yeah, First Baptist of Glen Arden. Literally is on a Sunday, walking distance from where this man, come on, dog. We can't be serious. Again, thoughts and prayers to that man and his family. That shit was crazy. I guess why we're talking about parents, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I could kind of push that, even that whole little part we skipped over. Even this dude who sit here and allegedly killed this older man, he was saying he got locked up in 2017 for robbing. Like we keeping it in, you can kind of blame that on parenting. Cause it's like, I'm sure realistically that if a nigga out here robbing, you can't afford to live in Walker's Park out here just robbing motherfuckers. That ain't gonna pay the bills for that. So that means 9 times out of 10, you just stand up in your people shit and you just still out here robbing and your people's not putting no pressure on you to sit here and go get a fucking job or go do something with yourself. And you just got a fucking Draco, dog. Man, come on. God damn.
I want to be stepmother so much and so bad. You want to take my place? Here, you can have it. You can have it. I'm dropping him off so you can play stepmommy or mommy or whatever, and he can finally be a dad and stop ripping and running the streets. So you know what? Here you go. You want to be mommy so bad? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Do you understand? There you go. There you go. There, you stand with your dad and your stepmom. Help! Somebody help! Dad? Where's Dad? Where's Dad? Help me!
You want to go first on this one?
Like, I don't know if is that real? Like,
that was about. That's why I asked you, did you want to go first? I almost, when I watched it again, I'm like, is this real? Because who the like? I ain't never, like, if you're a mom and you go that hard and you willing to see, that's a little, like, that little boy literally, man, he couldn't have been more than 4 years old.
And then you talking into the camera, so like you was out there forever. He knocking on the door like nobody.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like nobody ain't home. Like y'all don't.
They ain't come to like pick your phone up and go through the